Hey, you know what? This is Lisa McFarland, and I am so excited to be here today with you. I am actually standing on Warring Dove International land. You know, my husband and I, God blessed us to sell our home and purchase this land, and the ministry is going to be purchasing an additional 20 acres in the future. And we're standing on what looks like a 40-acre plot of land, if you can see around behind me, all the way back to the power lines back there. And all we're from the tree line there all the way over to this tree line over there. There's some water that kind of runs through here that we're calling Dove Creek. And then if you look back over in that area back toward there, you can see an agricultural building that's about 40 by 100 feet in diameter. And we've been working on that the last 3 weeks. So I want you to think about that, you know, that God has a team of people, and we're just excited about what God's doing. You know, We've helped people build their churches all over the world. We've helped people start their ministry, and we know that we could not do what we're doing without your support. But you know what? Today, we have taken the money that we had in the building fund, and we've retrofitted the building. It's not finished. We probably need $5,000 for a septic tank. We need another $10,000 for the heating and air conditioning, and probably need another, I'd say about another $10,000 for lumber and some electrical work that's being done. This normally would cost well over, you know, $100,000 or $200,000 what we're doing, but God has caused people from all different states to come in and to give and donate their time. But we have to have some resources to buy lumber and for them to do the work. And so I'm asking the War Doves internationally around the world, if God puts it on your heart to sow and to help us so that we can finish building, that you would do that. Let me tell you some of the miracles that have happened already. I mean, miracles. The electric company is going to charge us over $4,000 some dollars just to hook up the electricity. And when we told them what we did, they gave us a grant, and they're not charging us anything. One of the other things is we needed a special door for the front doors that I'll show you in another video. And they were going to be $3,000 to $4,000. And if we had somebody come and install them, one guy wanted to charge us $7,500 to put the front doors in. But we were praying. I said, God, I know there's my doors somewhere. I don't know where they are, but there's doors. God, we got to have them. And I said, in the name of Jesus, I just ask my doors to come to me right now. And I barely said amen. The phone rang, and a window company here in town that we had called weeks earlier that said no, they didn't have anything. They called me and said, hey, I was calling about your doors. And they had some doors they'd taken out of a church somewhere that were exact color we wanted, the nicest commercial doors you can buy, and they even had extra windows around them. And the guy says, I'll put in the extra glass, I'll give you the lock, and you can come and get them, and I'll give them to you for $1,000. You know what I mean? It was just like a miracle, just the timing of it. The other day, our guys were pouring the concrete. You know, the concrete itself would cost around $5,000. But then somebody wanted to charge $7,500 to finish out the concrete and do all the work because we had put the plumbing and the rebar in. And so I was like, oh man, we don't have another $7,000. Oh God, please help us. So some of the guys that were working that had come up from Texas said, hey, we can do it. And so our guys worked for 2 days, and they could hardly even move and get themselves in bed later. And they finished out the concrete, and it's done. So, you know, we've got the plumbing in, we've got the concrete in, we've got the front door in. You know, I mean, it's just amazing. And I wish that everybody could be here and be a part of it. But we're hoping to have an apostolic summit here next year after the first of the year. And we want you to already put it in your heart to come and be a part of what God's doing. You know what? I'm standing in the dream. So I just pray for you that God will do the same for you. So you let us know, and go on the website and go to tithely.com, or go to our PayPal, or send a check to Warring Dove International and sow into what God's doing in the nations. It's your time for your dream to come to pass, and it's your time to see take your place in the Great Commission, where he says, go into all the world, make disciples of the nations, teaching them to observe all things that I've commanded you. So Lord, I just bless them, and I pray, God, that as they're building their dream and God's doing something in their life, that their dream would also be fulfilled. We'll see you next time on Wings and Wheels.